My bad, YouTube. I just had to put a shirt on. I mean, y'all already know me, so don't act like y'all never seen me with or without a shirt. Anywho, that's beside the point. I'm back, y'all. Hello, YouTube. This is one only Damian Moody. I also go by Cashmere Majesty. Sometimes I go by Red Riding Hood, but right now I'm going by my government name, Damian Moody. And I'm back again with another live video. And in today's live video, I just wanted to give my opinion on a lot of things going on with this YouTube drama. A lot of people are in my comment section or in the comment section of others in their feelings because I continuously give my opinion on CJ So Cool and the drama going on with him and life with royalty and her family and him trolling the kids and all that other shit that's going on YouTube. As a YouTuber myself, I might not be as famous as them. I might not have the subscribers and all that they had, but at the end of the day, if I'm watching content, I'm going to give my opinion, whether I give it on YouTube or whether I give it off YouTube. I don't give a fuck shit or damn about anybody else's opinion. And if they choose, if they decide to let me know that they don't agree with me giving my opinion, you can't tell me what to do. I'm grown, and I'm going to continue giving it. So you're just wasting your time in my comment section. No, he did this and he did that, and shut the fuck up. I didn't heard it all before. You just like that boyfriend or that girlfriend that know they got caught cheating, and you just want to keep on trying to make me forgive you, and it ain't gonna work. Anywho, so please excuse me because y'all know I got the fan on. I'm hot. I just came from outside. So I got the fan on trying to give myself some air. So that's why. And then with these seasonal allergies, I keep, y'all already know. Please forgive me. But anyway, so I'll be watching Nothing But the Truth, love the content. She be putting all the tea out there and got the motherfucking receipts coming back to back to back to back to back. So other than that, I just been watching her content. I'm like, not trying to say that she copying off of what I said. No, there's no drama or no beef or nothing. I love the content. I'ma continue watching the content. But a lot of the shit that she's saying, I've been thinking. I just wanted to make sure I'm not just sounding like, oh, I'm a hater. That's not what's going on. So I just want to give everybody else the time to catch on to what I've been thinking a whole long time ago. I just wasn't gonna bring to YouTube yet because, like I said, I don't have the subscribers they have and all of that, and people just look at me like I'm just some big ass hater that's mad because I don't have their fame and fortune. Never the case. They got their fame and their fortune their way, and if the Lord bless me with my fame and fortune, I'm gonna work my ass off and thank Him with every blessing He give me. I don't have to go to this person and that person and use this. I don't know what the fuck they did. Anywho, so like I said, I've been giving my opinion, and I've been commenting under people posting shit, and I guess his fans decide to troll like they always do, constantly defending him. Oh, they picked on him first. They said this first. They said that first. Now we all know that Royalty and CJ been going at it for the longest. They adults, but most of my anger is towards trolling children. You a grown man trolling children. You a grown man posting these kids on your social media. You a grown man that just was accused allegedly of, messing around with your underage former stepdaughter. And I just can't put it all together in my head. What person do you know would be be accused of allegedly going to do with a minor And then because the charges is dropped because they claim that they ain't find enough evidence or stuff wasn't adding up or whatever they said, since they want to accuse me of doing this and they want to accuse me of doing that, I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm going to troll them, and then I'm gonna keep on begging them to come back, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to post them on my YouTube and post them on my TikTok again. Huh? I just can't agree with it. I don't never see how most of y'all in my comment section agreeing with it. I like, something just ain't adding up. It ain't. I'm sorry, but it ain't. But then now that I think about it, nothing but the truth. You kind of right. Cause I was just sitting there like I don't like it's a waste of time. At the end of the day, if people don't see it, they never gonna see it. I wouldn't there waste my time posting what he does and what this happened, what that happened. But then again, like she said, the more you watch, the more he tells on himself. But he been doing that. He has. He been doing that. This ain't just something new. He been telling on himself from the beginning. It's just that a lot of people keep turning a blind eye because he got money and he can live in mansions and go to celebrity filled parties and all that other shit. So of course they gonna treat him like he a celebrity and a lot of shit he might not get in trouble for. Because he probably paying people to shut the fuck up. He think he the next. Oop, let me shut up. I was about to say he think he the next P Diddy. But anyhow, that's a whole nother story. Not really, but anyhow. Um, at the end of the day, I've been supporting royalty. I always love royalty. And I'm gonna put it like this. I don't really know Lexi. I don't know none of these new chicks. But I always liked royalty ever since the beginning. I like the way she dressed. She's very beautiful. I love her fashion. I love the way she styled her hair. She seemed cool. It's just a lot of things I always liked about her. And at the end of the day, I see her as a woman who was in love with this man because she done went through a troubled relationship. She is in love with this man who promised her the world. And she was so deeply in love with him, even through his flaws and all the bullshit. She still loved him and forgave him quickly. To what, from what I've seen, being someone that watched all their content, whether it was on YouTube or they was live streaming on other platforms and stuff like that. You bringing my family on YouTube, you introducing me as your fiance, your girl, your whatever, and at first, I guess the kids was calling him CJ, and then eventually they got to call him dad and address him as yes sir, no sir, stuff like that. But as kids, if you ever since you was younger and now you getting older, you're going to give your opinion. You're going to be mad. And you're not going to want to do content, especially if you know something is up and you know that this nigga is faking. Like they said, he would give them money on camera and take it back. He'd give them gifts on camera and take it back. It's a lot of shit that we don't know about, and they finally old enough to be like, look, we old enough. We probably couldn't say this before. We probably couldn't say it before. But at the end of the day, all bets are off. We letting it all come out. He want to troll us. He picking on our mom, picking on our grandma, saying all this stuff about us and posting our. We going to let it all come out. And I don't blame him. Because if I was in the same situation, I would have done it too. And to be honest, y'all like people who watch my YouTube, y'all watch my YouTube and y'all been with me for as many years as I've been on here. Y'all already know I've been in crazy situations And the first thing I did is look, I ain't got nobody to talk to. A lot of people is ignoring me. They not believing me. So I'm just letting my frustrations out. Social look, I got social media friends that probably be my shoulder to cry on. So if I felt like it was something where I'm like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna come on YouTube. If I feel like it's not worth it, or maybe it's a lot of stuff that I don't want to bring on the internet, then I'm not going to. And there were times where I was so angry with being around certain people and just the continuous shit that was going on. I feel like there were times where I may have went too far. And I can own up to that because when I was going back and forth to Delaware, hanging out with my cousin and her baby father, it was just all about me, my cousin, her baby father. Her baby father is somebody that I used to be friends with. I used to see as another cousin or a bro or whatever the case may be. And I should have known something crazy was going to happen because of the way we became friends. And not to keep telling that story over and over and over, but just make an example of. Anywho, um, the truth is we became friends when they I don't know if they still was talking, maybe they was, but a situation happened. They were separated for the time being. I didn't know him. Just her telling me stuff that was going on because she was there for me when my dad passed. Um, and then about a year or two later, um, I heard through the grapevine some stuff was going on. So I just wanted to know, like, what's up, with my cousin? Is she okay? Is she good? So we talked on Facebook, and she just let me know this happened, that happened, and then she told me about the baby father. And then somewhere out of the blue, me and him just started talking, became cool, and I let her know, like, look, I know him, he know me, we talking, and she didn't give me no warners or nothing. So, but anyway, fast forward, um, there was a lot of times where we'd get into disagreements, we'd get into arguments, and it just got to the point where it got so rough. Not like we never fought. Nobody ever fought. Nobody ever threw fists or nothing. It was all verbal arguments. The most that ever happened was, and this is a God honest truth, the most that ever happened was I was trying to walk out the door and her baby father was standing in my way, and I just kept walking forward. So he tried to make it seem like that I was about to hit him or something, and he pushed me out the way. That's the only thing that ever happened, and I told him not to put his fucking hands on me. Other than that, all them arguments we ever had, there was never no fights. Um, Anywho, but like I said, I had to own up to my mistakes because there were times where I was so angry and so fed up, um, that I might have went a little too far, and I just let it all out, and I aired out some business that I personally believe I should have kept to myself. And I'm not making no excuses for it. I'm owning up to it. I did it. I eventually apologized. But at that time, I was going through so much. So anybody who did something wrong, and if I'm get pouring my heart out and being around you and wanting to have fun and stuff like that, and you keep on treating me bad, I just got to the point like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything I can. I'm not asking for nobody to give me money. I just want a friend. I just want to hang out, have a good time. And I feel like being around y'all, I would get that. No matter what everybody, we all upcoming adults. We all in our early 20s. We experiencing a lot of adult related things. People getting married, people having children, people doing this, people doing that. We don't know what the hell we doing. We just think we grown because we seen our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and everybody else doing this. Now that we in our 20s and whatever now, we thinking we grown because we got the opportunity to do this, we got the opportunity to do that. Shit that would have got our ass whooped if we did any. I mean, years younger than what we were. But it was crazy. It was. But I was one of them people that was quick to forgive, quick to keep apologizing, even when others didn't apologize. And I kept going back. So I guess it was easy for people to see me as a bad guy. And the more I kept going back, more shit happened. Then I'm angry on Facebook, YouTube, fussing, cussing. And like I said, it just got to a point where I had to own up to my mistakes because there were times where I was so angry and I felt like they done said so much hurtful shit to me. I'm not going to repeat everything they said, but they done said so much hurtful shit to me. I said, okay, if you want to hurt me that goddamn bad, okay, I could get even dirtier. And two wrongs don't never make a right. Anywho, back to not even trying to make this all about me. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, anywho, what time is it? Damn, it's 12 something. Anywho, so like I said, people was in the comment section, in a recent video from Nothing But the Truth, and I want to read those comments first before I read what somebody said under a community post I made. Hold on. Because I actually, where's our YouTube channel? Oh, here it goes. So this was a Mother's Day video that she made, and I'm not going to play the video. I just want to show y'all the comments. So this was a Mother's video she made, and where's my comment at? And y'all gotta forgive me, please forgive me. My nose is a little stuffy. Damn, now I gotta scroll down because I can't ever find my comment. Oh, here we go. All right, so let me put my glasses on. Where's my glasses? Because I don't, because anyhow. Where's my glasses? Because I know I had them with me while I was outside. So I'm gonna read what I said, and this wasn't no shade to Hold on. There was no shade to nothing but the truth, because like I said, I love her content, whatever. But what I said was, fuck what he does on Instagram, Snapchat, and any of his platforms. There ain't no point in even paying attention to his damn content, because the more you watch, the madder you get at his actions. A grown ass man acting like a big ass child. No excuses, no accepting his behavior. The man need help. So nothing but the truth said. It doesn't matter if you don't watch CJ platform. Hold on, y'all. CJ platform is bigger and his fan base is bigger than royalty. Yeah, maybe. The hate is still going to spread like wildfire. You want to pay him attention so he can slip and tell on himself. The only attention CJ is looking for is the people he's speaking on. Um, to be honest, like I said, he been telling on himself, but people continue to play the. People continue to give a side eye and play blind. Anyhow, so somebody named Coco Chanel said, "So you're saying Nation and Royalty responding to him is giving him attention?" Not sure who she's referring to, but BJBHSHS says CJ don't need help. He's beyond needing help. He need his SSA and then the fist. So I guess they're trying to say ass whoop or ass beat. I don't know. Then he also said facts, and I would never watch him. So I tagged Coco Chanel and said he's been picking on them for the longest. Of course, they will eventually respond because enough is enough. You're not going to keep talking shit about me and posting things about me on the internet and then think everything is sweet. And I'm not going to defend myself. I don't blame any of them if they decided to eventually respond. They lived with this man for years. Ain't no telling what the hell else happened that we don't know about. So I'm gonna just say BJ. So BJ tagged Coco Chanel and said, "Yes, it is. If no one responds to his rants, CJ so cool, the character will die off." So then Coco Chanel tagged somebody. I don't know who they is tagging, but they said, "See, royalty supporters so backwards. Y'all go at her when she don't speak or defend her kids." But when she responds now, she's giving him attention. This is very contradicting. I don't know if she's referring to my comment or referring to BJ comment. But anywho, then she tagged me talking, you just said people need to stop. I guess she had some typo error. People need to stop watching him. CJ has more channel who support him than royalty. It's only 4 channels that support royalty. Cap, Nothing But the Truth, and Kiera and Time. Whoever they are. I know Nothing But the Truth, but I don't know who else she's referring to. You really think by them shutting up, going stop CJ? So I tag Coco Chanel said, as a royalty fan myself, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me if she responds to him or not. But I love when she do because, like I said, they've been living with him for years, and they no telling what other shit may have happened that we do not know about because it hasn't been revealed yet. Um, then Coco Chanel gonna tell some y'all be thinking this internet bullshit is helping royalty. You think royalty ignoring him is going to stop him? The only thing that could stop him is an AK. You have issues. So I tell Coco Chanel said, when I said people need to stop watching C Diddy, I was referring to these fans who pipe his head up and make him believe the shit he is doing is cool. And I was referring to those who follow his social media accounts and support the bullshit that he does. I believe Nothing But the Truth is right when she said the more people watch, he continues to tell himself, but clearly he is not being punished for his actions like he's a damn president or something. He's been telling himself for years, if people really watch his content and pay attention to each and every detail, how he treat royalty and the kids, how he react to certain pranks. I caught on to so much shit, even when it comes to content from other platforms he had that looked suspect. And I got to the point where I said to myself, I'm done. I'm not about to watch this goofy any longer, and I hope they leave for good. People going to do what they want, but as for me, don't care to watch this asshole any longer. It's just irritating that a lot of these fans still defend him, ignore the fact that what he does isn't cool at all. So I also said, Coco Chanel said, who said anything about Royalty ignoring him? I never even mentioned Royalty's name. Clearly, you must be one of his fans. My comments directed to all the So Diddy fans who are going to be in the comments section defending him like they did when I gave Nothing But the Truth a shout out on my page, and they were in my comments talking shit. I never said anything about having issues with Royalty, and the children responding to him and constantly bashing them and posting them in his content. So somebody named Seven Head for Real tag Coco Chanel said Royalty and her kids do not care about CJ having more channel support than anywho, they said they is not childish. Anywho, so Coco Chanel once again tagged me, said I support Royalty. I don't like when people make comments about her responding back to CJ and try to paint her as a bad person. But who said anything about her talking bad about CJ? Read what you said. You said people stopped giving him attention, he would stop. Clearly, you took my comment the wrong way. If you know if CJ is responding back to Nation and Royalty does. I asked you, is you speaking on Royalty? Because your comment clearly mentioned something about people giving him attention. Who said I was referring to Royalty? Anywho, so she tagged Seven Heaven for Real, said, what is you talking about? I was responding to the comment about nobody said nothing about Royalty kids caring about anything. Then she tagged me saying, when I read your comment, it gave off a statement of blaming Royalty supporters and Royalty for giving CJ attention. You dumb fuck. I just motherfucking told you I'm a fan of Royalty. I'm a Royalty supporter, so I'll be blaming myself. The fuck? You said if no one mentions him, he would die off. Who said? I didn't say that. I said the only attention he is looking for is Royalty and her kid. Anywho, so I tagged Coco Chanel, said clearly this person can't read. So that was just our comments going back and forth under Nothing But the Truth. Then let me go on my post. Hold up. Oh shoot. My bad, y'all. So I actually did a video responding to all those comments and stuff like that, but I guess my audio was messing up. I don't know what happened. Maybe my microphone on my earphones and blew out. So I'm thinking people could hear me. And then when I watched the video back, I see that they obviously couldn't. So I had to restart my laptop. So on my community post, this is me just responding to all the BS that people been throwing in my comments section every time I mention this dude's name. So I said, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like what Royalty put up with CJ so cool, aka C Diddy. Bullshit for too long. He seen controlling abuses, and you dumbass fans still got y'all his so far up his shitty, funky, yuck mouth ass. that you are turning a blind eye on the bullshit he continues to do, being a big ass kid in a grown man body. This man will do his own family dirty if it means getting clout. I meant to say clout. My bad. I meant to say clout. And making it seem like he better than everybody and his shit don't stink. He treated royalty and her family like shit, still treating them like shit, and it's sad he even got the twins repeating his ignorance and saying mean shit about their mom and grandmother when they're around him. I said, what grown ass man as kids who are no older than 5 about their living situation and have them talking about they hate their mother and grandmother? The same punk ass dude who had to bring a gun while picking up his kids because he's scared of a whole woman claiming she got him robbed and had something to do with him getting shot. Straight bullshit, but this is the same woman you claim you miss and want her and the kids to do content with you. My bad, y'all. I was typing fast. Make it make sense, C. Diddy. How the fuck are you asking the same person accusing you of sexually assaulting a minor who was your former stepchild to come back to your household? Make it make sense. How you on TikTok talking about she was following you around the house and she raped you? What the fuck is wrong with bro and you dumbass fans? So 11 people liked it. Hold on, y'all. My bad. My nose is a little stuffy, so y'all gonna see me. Please forgive me. So Gemini Energy said, I feel everything he said. Dad broke my heart hearing Daya cuss her mom and grandma like that and say mean things about her siblings. That demon wants royalty's relationship with her children ruined because their relationship is ruined. My narc baby daddy tried the same thing. He tried to break up the relationship me and adult children have. It worked for a good 2 months. Then left home and barely called or visit me as long as he was there. The narcs are for real demons and they do the best with their evil asses. Um then Key Cooper said, you got that right. His days are coming to an end soon. Then what them dummies going to do and say? Be right in front of their eyes, but close them because of the hate they have for royalty and her family. Mm. Trayvon said facts. He thinks that he is perfect. Sibley 1981 said he's a weirdo with weirdo fans and just wants royalty to go along with his games and keep him relevant. Sounds about right. Then C Nation Vlogs said, you can't stand the dude, then why talk about him? No, we only going off of Roy. What? We only going off royalty said and what J Dub said, which wasn't much. To be honest with you, all three known for lying is social media, so you never know who lying or who telling the truth. It called acting. Hold on, y'all. Where my drink at and my juice at? Because I need to take a sip for the stupidity of some of these people. Y'all, I got me sparkling ice sunbird or not sunbird, starburst. I guess it's supposed to be candy flavored sparkling water. This is not a mukbang. This is not me reacting to the taste of whatever I'm drinking or eating. I know I said I was going to do a mukbang, but I changed my mind. Anyhow, but for anyone who don't, I mean, who've never drank those sparkling ice Starburst flavored sparkling ices, I will say this. Now, I believe I might have done a reaction to one of those in the previous video, but if y'all haven't caught on to that, I will say this. There's a lot of soda brands and juice brands and stuff making candy flavored beverages. As for that, I can say that when you first take your sip, it does give you some type of a Starburst flavor, like a pinch of it, but it's real acid, like because it's a sparkling ice. But it's good. It's not nasty because it is a lot of these supposed to be different flavored drinks and stuff. They don't really give you what it says. But I will say that this does give you that candy flavor. But then it tricks you with all the acid. But you do kind of taste the candy if you ever ate a Starburst before. But back to what I was saying. All right. So, anywho, um, like I said, I guess I gotta repeat myself for the people that want to act stupid. Um, I am somebody that used to watch his content. I said this in the previous video, but I'll say it again for anyone who ain't catch on. I am somebody who used to watch his content. That's how I know who he is. Now I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me in this video. I'm somebody that used to watch his content. I started off watching his brother Jinx, who I was a fan of, and that's how I even know who CJ So Cool was. Because I used to watch a lot of reaction videos, and Jinx videos used to pop up, so I started watching his channel. And I was pretty young, in my 20s at the time, so of course I was one of those people that tried to catch on to all the new YouTubers watching funny video reactions and whatever else they're doing. Anyhow, so then I started watching CJ So Cool because he appeared on Jinx's channel. And then he did his channel and he was introducing, roasting the kids, and then they started doing pranks and so forth and what have you. Everybody was watching his channel. I even had people in my family watching his channel. Anywho, but But making a long story short, as time went on, there's just a lot of stuff that had taken place that was kind of irritating me. And I'm not gonna lie, I always been a fan of royalty, but there was a time where um there was a time where I was giving Nike a chance. I tried to give her a chance. And she was doing videos with Kamari, and then she was doing videos with herself. But there was a time where I tried to stop judging her because of some actions she pulled that I didn't like, and I tried to give her a chance, and I was watching her content. But then it got to the point where I'm like, okay, the attacks continue. Then she chasing after him again and making false moves. So I said, don't think I'll be watching this anymore. He been doing them all dirty. Every woman that come his way, he eventually do dirty. He done treated Nike like crap. He done treated royalty like crap. He, because the royalty's mom is a woman, he treat her like crap. You already see that majority of his anger is towards the women of the family. Now he over here talking shit about Jalea and Nation. And I guess now he want to talk about Leon. My thing is, come to think about it, you constantly bashing the women of the family. Royalty got a brother right. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Um, but going back to years ago, he's not the only YouTuber that I had problems with. I remember when Ty from Tail Girls and Flight was going through their breakup or whatever. And Flight was constantly bashing her over the internet. I said something about it. I'm pretty sure there might be videos of me speaking on how I felt about Damian Bianca content. They now go by the Prince family and they got multiple channels. As somebody who do YouTube myself, if I see something that's worth commenting on and getting my opinion on, I want to know it. And due to me getting my opinion, I had people in my comment section saying the most craziest things. I remember years ago, and this is when I first got on YouTube. I started watching a lot of people from my hometown, Philadelphia, do content. I don't know if a lot of you who might come across this video watch their content. If y'all know about any Philadelphia YouTubers like Dame Dollar, Age of Star, KP and Ryan, who done the personal videos or personals, and many other people. But at the end of the day, like I said, these is people who are in my hometown and they've been doing videos for years. And with me being from Philly and watching their content for as long as I have, I remember some situation was going on where I guess people was beefing and I felt like the group was breaking up or whatever the case may be. And I decided to give my opinion on it. And I guess a lot of fans, they didn't like my opinion. So they started talking about my looks. They started talking about my video quality. They started talking about everything they could think of. Claiming that I'm mentioning him because I'm not in the videos and I never had the fame he has, and my lazy eye and my bushy eyebrows and my this and my that and all this other crazy stuff. And I'm like, first of all, you can say what you want about my looks. You can say whatever you want about whatever you choose to. I'm not ashamed of it because if I was ashamed of it, I would never brought what you find funny and feel the need to make fun of and crack jokes on to the internet. I've been on this internet with crazy wigs. I might not always dress presentable. There might be multiple videos where you see me wearing the same outfit. And that's because I don't really go nowhere, so I don't feel the need. I mean, as long as I wash my ass and keep my hygiene up to par, I don't need to keep changing my outfit. I know a lot of people, it's a new day, I'm putting a whole new outfit. At the end of the day, I feel comfortable in what I see as PJs. That's why I don't always change my outfit. I don't move around that much, so I don't always sweat from time to time. Most of the time, I'm just sitting in the same place on my laptop or my tablet or my phone doing schoolwork and stuff like that. I got the fan on. So as long as I put some lotion, deodorant on, and pat myself up every now and then, I'm good. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm not ashamed of nothing. I could come on YouTube looking like anything and I still don't care. Y'all see me in these videos wiping snot off my nose with a damn rag. So the rag is, well, it's not clean now because I wipe my nose with it. But some people use these to wipe sweat off. I'm using it to clean my nose. So y'all all don't be talking shit. Talking some, oh, he walk around with a snotty nose. I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm not changing myself for nobody. And I've said this many times. If I was ashamed of something, I wouldn't have brought it to the internet. If people look through my Facebook page, I got plenty of crazy pictures. And most of it is pictures of me when I was in my 20s doing crazy stuff. I got pictures of me rolling my eyes back and looking possessed. I got pictures of me with all different types of wigs on. I got pictures of me being goofy, pretending my nose is bleeding, and I had a red marker. I got pictures of me pretending that my eyes was black. I got pictures of me with Halloween makeup on. I've done a lot of goofy, silly things. Anywho, so this is just me learning to love myself, accept myself, and continue being the person that I am, whether I want to be feminine or masculine, whether I want to be a goofball or serious, whether I want to walk around with my hair growing out, knowing that it's thin in the front, or whether I want to shave my hair off like I just recently did. And now, as y'all see, I have a Whitney Houston shirt on. Sometimes I might be wearing a hoodie. Sometimes I might not want to wear a shirt. Most recently, I had a Linda Martell shirt on. It is what it is. So as y'all see, a lot of people all talking shit because I'm over here speaking on CJ So Cool. Most of the video, I'm bashing myself. I don't give a shit. My hair ain't here fully shaved. It is what it is. Um. Anywho, I want to send my continued prayers to Tory Lanez. I know I did a video early this morning, sending my prayers, but I want to do it again. I want to send my prayers to Tory Lanez. As y'all know from the previous video I did, he was stabbed during a prison fight. As y'all know, he is currently locked up for the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation and whatever else that happened. At the end of the day, what he did is what he did. What he didn't do is what he didn't do. I wasn't there. I don't know. I just go by the internet. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what nobody did. This is going way too far, and I don't wish death on nobody. I don't care what you do, what evil you cause. I'm. I don't wish death on nobody because I don't want it being wished back upon me. I might say that I wish this happened or I wish that happened, but death is not the answer. And whether if I agree with what happened between him and Megan or not, death is not the answer. And I'll continue to say, my prayers go out to him. I'm wishing for a healthy and speedy recovery. I don't agree with what happened to him. I don't like what happened to him, and I'm really, really, really hoping and praying that he's okay. Um, I want to send my deepest condolences to the family. I believe it was a rapper from Philadelphia. Let me go on Instagram and see if I can find what his name was. Oh crap! Congratulations to Jan Jackson. She about to get an icon award at the American Music Awards. That's supposed to be coming on May 26th. I want to quickly, now that I'm on Instagram, I want to quickly say happy birthday to these people. Stevie Wonder, happy birthday. Pusha P, not Pusha P, Pusha T, happy birthday. Dennis Rodman, happy birthday. PK Subban, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Happy birthday. Darius Rucker, happy birthday. Tyler Marcel Williams, happy birthday. PMD, happy birthday. Quad Webb, happy birthday. Anthony Ray Parker, happy birthday. Stacy Plaskett, happy birthday. Romelu Lukaku, sorry, happy birthday. And Cheryl Dunye, happy birthday. But anyway, what's that? Oh yeah, what was his name? Let me see. Was it Power 99 that did a post about it? Somebody did. All right. So I'm guessing this is a Philadelphia rapper. I want to send my deepest condolences to the family, friends, fans, and loved ones of LGP Qua. Sorry if I'm saying, is it Qua? I believe that's how you say his name. He was shot and killed. Um, I don't think I've heard of this rapper before, but he was a young rapper from Philadelphia. I'm trying to see if there's any other posts about him. Giving more information. So yeah, he passed away on Mother's Day. I definitely want to send my deepest condolences. Um, they got Superman coming out July 11th. But yes, big prayers go out to Tory Lanez. My condolences continue to go out to Qua, the family of him, his friends, fans, and everyone who knew and loved him. My condolences definitely goes out. May he rest peacefully in paradise. Um, ugh, I hate this. I do. Y'all, like, I'm sorry, y'all. The longer I'm on here, y'all gonna keep seeing me tapping my nose because, like I said, I don't want to turn the fan off because I am hot, but all this different weather mm, is doing the most. Hey, whoever in the comment section, I apologize. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just that I'm opening different tabs, so I can't always see everybody comments. So I come back on YouTube. But oh, I want to give my prayers to Mr. Pitt. If anybody watched My Dysfunctional Family with Miss Kim, Lena, Jonay, and everybody, I definitely want to give my continued prayers to Mr. Pitt. I've been watching their content for a while, and their father, he's been in and out of the hospital and stuff like that. And I just seen a video the other day where I think he's going back to the hospital. So yes, my thoughts and prayers is with the whole family. But I'm just hoping and praying that Mr. Pitt is okay. Um, I love my dysfunctional family. Much love to every last one of them. Happy. I know I said Happy Mother's Day in the comment section, but Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, Miss Kim, Lena, Jonay, Tasha, and any other my dysfunctional family mothers. And once again, Happy Mother's Day to all the rest of the mothers, even the mothers that may come on my YouTube channel and watch my videos. If y'all didn't catch me saying Happy Mother's Day when it was Mother's Day. Um, Speaking of Mother's Day, I'm not a mother, but just explaining how Mother's Day was. It was okay. I mean, who's oh my god. It was okay. I will say that um of course on Facebook I was gonna make a Mother's Day post saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in my family. And also Happy Mother's Day to my mom herself. Um but I did get a little sad because yeah, because Mother's Day was actually the first Mother's Day without my aunt who passed away in June of last year. And I got sad because of course she was my Facebook friend, and y'all know how the circles pop up with everybody that's online. Like if you go to the messages or whatever, as I was making a Mother's Day post, the circle popped up of her picture, like in the chat section. Um, and I just got sad because usually I would tag everybody name and stuff like that when I make my Mother's Day post, or I might message certain people by Happy Mother's Day or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I got sad, and then I was on Instagram, and one of my cousins posted a picture. And then I was over here listening to sad music, but it was okay. I mean, I do what I always do. I just be chilling. Um, Chatting with friends, listening to music, trying to get through reading these books, doing schoolwork, and the list go. Oh, speaking of schoolwork, I gotta figure out when is this Zoom meeting. Well, I'm gonna have to watch the recording because it's not letting me watch it. Anyhow, I'll get to it. Y'all want to know something? Um, I feel like doing a story time about myself. Um, yeah. So I know I may have told this story multiple times on my YouTube channel, or at least told half of it. So y'all know the story about how when I used to live in Darby on Main Street, I had this female friend that everybody thought was my girlfriend. And by the time I lived on Darby Terrace, her and for her family, they lived right up the street. So I'm gonna tell y'all some truth. So growing up around that time, I already knew what I was. So when everybody come out, when everybody revealed they coming out the closet stories, and when they first found out they was gay and all the other stuff, I already knew what I was and what I wanted to be from jump. But I did what I had to do to protect myself. Even if that meant pretending to be something I wasn't. So I had this female friend, and by the time I moved to Darby Terrace and I found out they was living on the block, and I used to go up the street to their house, me and her had an on and off friendship. Sometimes she wanted to be cool. Sometimes me and her would be beefing, but I'd still be cool with her family. Her mom loved me. Her grandma was cool with me. Her dad, stepdad, whoever he was, he ain't give a shit. He was cool. And I used to always be over there at their house. That my family eventually became cool with them. I think I have everybody on the block. The only real family that I had as a friend in the beginning was my friendship with. Her name was Brianna. My friendship with Brianna, and then eventually being called her mom, Miss Teresa, her grandma, and her siblings and everybody else. Big rest in peace, shout out to Miss Teresa. So as we got on Main Street, we getting older, we damn near hitting our teens or whatever the case may be. And like I said, I will always be cool with them and their family. So she had this cousin that also are I don't know if they was really related, but they used to call each other cousins or whatever the case may be. So I guess they probably was cousins. Y'all know how back in the 90s and early 2000s, all the family used to live in the block. You would never know who was related to who. Anywho, so she had this cousin named Khadija who lived on the block. And eventually, while I was up the street cool with Brianna, my cousin Little, well, his name is Edward because he's my dad's junior, but we call him Little. My brother who's in the Navy. While I was with Brianna, he was with Khadija. And we used to just be hanging out, talking, stuff like that. And then eventually, I had this friend who lived on the block. I do not remember his name because I haven't told this story in a long time. I don't even remember his name. But I had a friend that lived on the block. And we used to be outside playing with each other and stuff like that. And he'd be over there trying to do Michael Jackson dances and stuff like that. And Brianna ended up having a crush on him. So I guess she found out that me and him was friends. And I remember how I found out something was up was because my sister had a friend named Savadra. And most of the time during Halloween, everybody would have Halloween parties back in like the 90s and early 2000s. So I used to always be around my sister and her friends. So of course, Savage's family, she knew who I was, and they used to invite me over to the Halloween parties. And by the time I get, excuse me, by the time I came back on the block after their Halloween party was over, Miss Teresa and them was still having their Halloween party. So I'm over here coming back on the block, and I'm like, where everybody at? Oh, they up the street at Miss Teresa's house. Okay, I'm about to go up there. It's late. They still got music playing. I'm still trying to collect candy. It is what it is. So I get to Miss Three's house. Of course, everybody's offering me candy and hot dogs and whatever else they're making, spaghetti. But of course, my so-called friend at the time, Brianna, she had attitude when she seen that I popped up. And then the boy that was my friend, I noticed that he was there. So me not really trying to pay her no mind. She just kept on trying to find ways to agitate me because she wasn't happy that I showed up at her little Halloween party. And as I was trying to talk to my friend, she kept on trying to pull him away and shit like that. So I still had fun. I don't remember too much. So after that little Halloween incident, of course, I still was going over there hanging out with her family because I was cool with her mom, cool with her siblings, cool with everybody. And they welcomed me like I was part of the family. No matter if I was cool with Brianna or not. So my last memories were everybody still hanging out. I guess everybody see us pretend to be boyfriend and girlfriend, even though she tried to play me at the Halloween party. And it eventually just got to the point where I just got sick and tired of pretending. And we just remained friends. To be honest, I had a few crushes of my own. Darby was crazy. I mean, like, I could tell y'all some stories. Darby was crazy. I would trust and believe. I remember, oh my God, I'm just a snide nose. Uh, I remember another situation. I'm only telling these stories because I don't feel like getting off of YouTube yet. And I know a lot of people like, this nigga over here on YouTube talk about somebody, he over here wiping his nose the whole damn time. Once again, I don't give a fuck. Like I told y'all, I have a runny nose. And this is not the only video where y'all see me wiping my nose. The fuck? I have a runny nose. I guess I have allergies. And I have to wipe it or else I'm going to keep on damn sneezing. But anywho, another situation that happened that I want to tell y'all about is I remember living on Darby Terrace. My cousin Dominique, she had this friend named Tina that used to live right next door to my aunt Trina, and Dominique is my aunt Trina's daughter. So anyway, she had this friend named Tina, and Tina had a whole bunch of sisters. They mom is Sharon. She's had a house of girls. It wasn't not one boy unless they had cousins or stuff over. They had it was one girl named LaQuisha or something. It was something like that. Then it was D. Well, I don't know her full name. It was her full first name. I guess they used to call her Dee. It was Caprice, and then it was Tina. Yep, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it was four sisters. And then there was Miss Sharon, and sometimes they invite like cousins and stuff over. Anywho, so I mean, I was cool with all of them when they wanted to speak or whatever, but Tina was. I think Tina might have been like a year older than me or something, maybe. Um. Anywho, but what was I about to say? Oh yeah, but she was cool with my cousin Dominique. They was friends because they lived right next door. And then with me being as cool as me being as close as I was with my cousin Dominique, her friends would eventually become my friends. Um, but like I said, I was cool with all the sisters. I spoke to all the sisters, and I even spoke to Miss Sharon, the mom. Anywho, so what was I about to say? Oh yeah, so as gay as I was, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the sisters, I had the biggest crush on Caprice, and she was the one who was the most nicest to me. Don't get me wrong, all of them spoke or whatever. I had my cool moments with each and every one of them, but Caprice spoke the most to me, and she always like she knew I love music and stuff like that. And if she'd come outside with her, we'd be talking and singing songs and shit like that and dancing. And ain't nobody on the block really had cable like that. They did. So she'd leave the front door open and stuff, and we'd be sitting there watching videos because I guess they couldn't invite nobody in the house. So while I guess Miss Sharon was at work or wherever she's at. They had the front door open and had the music videos playing. But yeah, Caprice was my Beyonce. That's exactly who she was. She was my Beyonce. And the crazy thing about it is, she had a light complexion like Beyonce. Her hair was like from what I remember, I think it was like a sandy blonde. So I used to call her little Beyonce. She was just thicker than Beyonce. But yeah, so like I said, I was cool with them for a while. The only thing that made me mad was there was this fight that happened with this girl named Lena, not Lena, Linda, and everybody used to fight on that block. But when it comes to Linda, and I believe I done told y'all, or I mentioned her name multiple times in my previous videos, Linda wasn't nothing to mess with. I don't know where she at nowadays. I haven't really seen nobody or too many people from Darby in years. But Linda, from what I remember, she was nothing to mess with. My sister was a fighter. I've seen plenty of fights on that block with other girls and so forth, what have you. But when it comes to between, I think two fighters that I know will really whoop ass was my sister Gab and Linda. They the only two that I really know was about that life. Everybody else, they had their fair fights with her, but no, was nobody fucking with my sister. As small as she is, and wasn't nobody fucking with Linda. And I believe my sister and Linda was friends. Anywho, I know y'all see me drinking and drinking and but it was this fight that happened, and the crazy thing about it is, I think I told you about this. Um, my mom, she went to. I believe this was around the time that she went to Florida, and me and my brother Little, we had school, so we couldn't go. She took two of my other brothers, and I was at my aunt Denise's house because my aunt Denise lived in Southwest. I was at her house, but I was just getting sick and tired of always getting in trouble. When her kids got in trouble, we all had to stay outside. And we couldn't go outside most of the time and stuff like that. And there was a lot of other stuff that happened. So I said, fuck it. I mean, I like Southwest, but I'd rather just stay back in Darby because I'm sick and tired of getting in trouble for stuff I didn't do. So I'm like, I probably had more freedom at my Trina house. Plus, I was close to the home. So I end up the crazy thing about it is I lived in Darby Terrace, so of course my school bus we had to get dropped off to Darby Terrace early in the morning to make it for my school bus to come pick me up, and so my brother he could go to school, and I just got to the point where I'm like I'm staying with my Aunt Trina, my Uncle Albert, and my cousin Dominique. I don't want to go back to Southwest. And then eventually my sister and my cousins, I guess they was in Southwest and they were trying to get me a go. And I'm like, no. I'm cool where I'm at. Because at the end of the day, I don't even know if they had a key or something, or if they was going to be at my great grandparents' house. Then they all was like in their teenage years and early adult years, so they wasn't really gonna be there. Then there's gonna be times where they out, and then I'm end up back. I'm like, no. Anywho, I rather stay where I'm at. So I believe the fight happened the night my mom and them came back from Florida. And they were actually getting out the car as the fight was taking place, from what I remember. And you got you got Tina, Caprice, Linda, like all the sisters, the mom is Sharon, all trying to fight Linda. And me being the boy, and I was cool with Linda because, like I said, my sister and cousins, all them, they all fucked with her, whatever the case may be. And I don't agree with that jumping shit. And I was mad as hell. I'm like, damn, I wish I was a female. It made no sense that she the only female fighting all these girls by herself. I was getting irritated that my cousin them kept having to push me back. I'm like, no, because that shit ain't cool. I don't play that jumping shit. Y'all fight one on one. She fighting by herself, and all y'all trying to jump on her. I'm doing all right. How are you? So so yeah, the crazy thing about it, she held her own. Linda, by herself, as skinny as she was, she whooped every girl on that porch ass by herself. The most that they could say they did was rip her clothes off and pull her earrings out her ears. But Linda ain't had no bruises, no scratches, no nothing. As many punches was thrown. Linda whooped ass. What do I feel about who? You mean Diddy? To be honest, I'm really not paying attention to it. I see certain stuff on Instagram and YouTube, and a lot of people talking about it. I mean, I may have spoken on Diddy in previous videos. I don't remember, but and I had conversations with people. Um, y'all should have paid attention to the songs. Pay attention to the music videos. Same thing. As much as I damn, as much as I still listen to R. Kelly, I love his music. I can't agree with what Robert did, but I separate R. Kelly from Robert. I can't speak on Robert pissing on people and doing sex tapes and whatever else he's doing. I love R. Kelly, the artist, the music. But then again, I have to also say that I only listen to certain songs knowing what I know now. Y'all should pay attention to the songs, pay attention to the music videos. Their story is all in it. It's up to you to pay attention. Don't try to act like you ain't know and now you want to know now. Look at Satisfy You, Puff Daddy and R. Kelly. Look at what he's doing in the music video. That's supposed to be Kim Porter. It's not Kim Porter, but the woman in the video is pretty much portraying his relationship with Kim Porter. Um, Listen to did y'all hear the full version of Last Night with him and Keisha Cole? Not the music video version, but listen to the full version, the album version. Don't say I ain't tell you so. Hell. And if y'all want to get on R. Kelly, age ain't nothing but a number. Does that ring any bells? Marrying as much as I love Aaliyah, marrying a 14-year-old Aaliyah, does that ring any bells? Listen to his song lyrics. Watch his music videos. Y'all chose to still be fans. Y'all chose to still support the music. Go to the concerts. Don't play dumb now. Now everybody want to mute R. Kelly, mute P. Diddy. We don't want to support him. Oh, shut the fuck up. Like I said, I don't agree with their actions, but I still listen to certain R. Kelly songs. And with me being the Biggie Smalls fan and the Lil Kim fan and the Lil C's and Junior Mafia and certain bad boy artists and hell, even me being a Sean fan, you still might see Diddy around. So y'all say, oh, why are you still supporting a pedophile and whatever the case may be? Hell, I can't help it. I fuck with other artists that they work with. So if they just so happen to hop on the song, whatever the case may be, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Not listen to the song because their voice is on it? I still listen to Big Papa by Biggie Smalls. I still listen to Hypnotize. I still listen to All About the Benjamins. One of my favorite songs is still I'll Be Missing You with Puff Daddy, Faith Evans, and 112. But at the end of the day, even with listening to these songs, I don't give a fuck if it's a singing cover and somebody else is singing it. I still like these songs. I'm not the one going out doing action, so why should I get blamed because I still listen to these artists? Just because I listen to them don't mean I support what they done. Hell, I see a lot of faggots still listening to the baby. There's a lot of y'all gays who still feel he's a DMX, and DMX and said some homophobic stuff in his music. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of faggots still shaking their ass to Independent by Lil Boosie, and we know he's a homophobic. But yeah, I don't even pay that Diddy stuff no mind. They told him he was beating on Cassie and had people peeing in her mouth, and he like playing with feces and all this other nasty stuff. Then they talk about it got to the point where his daughters had to walk out the courtroom because of some stuff they were saying, or I'm just praying for them children. That's all I can say. And what makes it even more crazier is the fact that Quincy Brown is not even his child. That is I'll Be Sure's child. And he's even still supporting Diddy. He probably was at the court. Speaking of I'll Be Sure, I watched the interview. He has a book that's coming out. I believe his book is coming out in September. But he has a book coming out, and I do believe he'll be speaking on Diddy. He did an interview saying very little about Diddy. If I got the money, I choose on reading it. Do I think Faith Evans slept with Tupac? I believe there's a possibility. I didn't believe it at first, but I actually do have Faith Evans' book, Keep the Faith. I didn't believe it at first, but I believe now with the whole not CJ, Stevie J situation. I believe there may be a possibility. She probably got mad because he didn't slept with so many women and had her befriending some of the women he slept with. There's a possibility. Now, one thing I will say is I don't believe Michelle A and Tupac slept together. I do believe that Michelle A probably flirted because there's a video of her rubbing on Tupac in the studio. But I do not think Michelle A has slept with Tupac. I do believe Tupac slept with Madonna and they dated. I believe that there was a situation between Tupac and Jada Pinkett. Um, I believe Tupac has slept with some celebrities here and there, but when it comes to Michelle A, no. Faith Evans, possibility. You just can't tell me that a person is going to sit here and make a whole song about it, constantly keep saying it. But I don't know. It's kind of weird to me because one minute I feel like it's a possibility, then I feel like it might be something that Suge Knight was forcing Tupac to do. I don't know. That whole story is kind of confusing to me. All I can say is, like, my honest opinion now is there's a possibility that something could have happened. And I'm finding it hard to believe the story she told in her book. And then, of course, you got all these Vlad TV interviews and all these other artists saying, oh, they seen Faith Evans used to pay for his clothes, and there's a lot more to the story, and they seen this and they seen that. But then again, I don't know, because they're saying the same thing about Miss Chalet, saying that they seen her do this and they seen her do that, and she was taking people money when she was with Suge Knight, and he is in jail when she is running death row, and all this other crap. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Um, but then again, Tupac was a good looking man. Who wouldn't want to sleep with him? I don't see it as a bad thing. I just don't agree with the fact that you're in a relationship with somebody else and then end up sleeping with somebody and lying about it. If you slept with him, you slept with him. So the fuck what? Yeah, man was cheating on you with Tom, Dick, and Harry, and it just got to the point where you got sick and tired of him cheating. So you felt like, hey, you want to cheat on me? I'm gonna get back at your ass. And you got Lil Kim, Charlie Baltimore, all these other groupies. Ain't no telling who the fuck Biggie slept with. And to be honest, the only reason why they suing him because he had money. He's a rapper because he wasn't. I hate to say it, but he wasn't the most attractive. And to be honest, Faith Evans knew she wasn't really attracted to him. He was just nice and treating her respectfully and better than any other relationship she probably had in the past. So she said, "Fuck it." Only to find out that now he about to do you the same way the last guy did you. Um, Another thing I want to say now that we speaking on Faith Evans, I do not believe. I mean, I don't believe all this shit that I'm hearing saying that it was an abusive relationship between her and Biggie. I don't think Biggie put his hands on her. I don't. Now, Lil Kim, of course, Lil Kim admitted that he was abusive to her, but I don't believe some video that I seen a while back where they were saying that Chris Brown, Biggie Smalls, and Big Pun are monsters. Um, Me personally, I believe that there was an incident that happened when Biggie Smalls got the news that it was word going around saying that Tupac slept with Faith and he was addressing her. I do believe that he chased her around the hotel, motel, apartment, wherever the hell they is at. And he might have tossed some things or whatever the case may be and probably choked her up a little. But I don't believe that he really beat her down or anything like that. And she never really mentioned anything like that in the book. So um yeah. All I can say is I just feel like it's a possibility because I don't agree with the whole Faith Evans and Steve J. Y'all did look like a cute couple. I'll give you that, but I had a hard time accepting it because, like, damn, wasn't you Biggie friend? Ain't you supposed to be her son's godfather? How is this gonna work out? My goddaddy is now my stepdaddy. Huh? But then again, that's not the only celebrity that Faith Evans slept with. She even admitted to cheating in the book. She didn't say she slept with Tupac though, but she admitted to cheating. I just don't remember who she said she slept with. I'm gonna have to read the book again. Child, they always sleeping with each other. Little damn thoughts. But don't get me wrong. I love Faith Evans. That's my girl. But honey, if you slept with Pac, you slept with Pac. It is what it is. Shit. No shade. Love you, Biggie. But to be honest, I feel like Tupac and Faith Evans would have been a more acceptable couple if they ever were. People would have accepted that look instead of Faith Evans being the pretty fair skinned lady with the blonde hair, and nobody really agreeing with her dating Biggie, who was, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Tupac was more appealing. He was seen as more attractive. Biggie was just seen as someone who had money, dressed nice, could rap his ass off. So even if there was a situation going on with Faith and Pop, I believe people would accept that a lot more than how they felt about Biggie and Faith being together. I can't see all the messages. It just say, "Do you think Faith haven't slept with Pop?" And then it say facts. Yeah, I guess all the messages ain't popping up. It just say, "Do you think Faith haven't slept with Tupac?" And I also said that I believe it's a possibility. Because how could you sleep with Stevie J? I believe it's a lot of things that have not been brought to the internet that have happened. And that also includes Stevie and Faith Evans. I believe a lot of things have taken place. Especially due to the fact that um I appreciate everyone who shows love. but I just put it in the comment section. Like I said, I agree. I mean, I agree. I appreciate whatever anyone send if you choose to send. It's not something I'm forcing people to do. It was just an option because I know I got a lot of people that love what I do. They might not come in my live streams all the time because I know everybody got their lives, they working, they got families and stuff like that. So I appreciate who come in and chat with me. I know I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't have it like everybody else, all the fancy cameras and all that other shit. Majority of the time, y'all just see me running my mouth. But I really do appreciate all my subscribers. I don't want nobody to feel like I'm ignoring them or I'm talking shit about them or whatever the case may be. Um, I appreciate those who appreciate me. And there are times where I had people that say one thing, and then next thing I know, they come off aggressive. I'm like, well, where the hell that come from? So with the whole Cash App thing, anybody who send me something, I appreciate it. That just shows me that you are real. You are someone that really fuck with me. That's the only reason why I'm even selling that to YouTube because I pretty much had to keep my social medias to myself because I was being hacked. People were stealing my YouTube name, pretending to be me. People that found out my old address and was posting that on my YouTube channel. They was hacking through stuff. It's been a struggle. Like if anybody really watched me for as long as I've been on here, oh y'all know. Oh y'all know. But I truly appreciate anybody who show love. It don't matter how you show it, what you do to show it. I accept and I appreciate it all. I thank everybody that shows love. I thank everybody who decide to donate to the channel. To those who do, I usually use that for like different reviews and stuff because I know a lot of people used to like when I did wig videos. A lot of people used to like mannequin head videos and they'd be asking me about the mannequin heads, whether it's human hair or synthetic hair, or some people just like hearing me talk. A lot of people may know me from the beef I had with the late Tiffany Draper. A lot of y'all may remember me from when I used to be on YouTube my videos. Um, to be honest, when it comes to YouTube, I had my good. I had my good fair share of the good, bad, and ugly. And for some reason, I still decide that I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna continue doing my thing, whether people agree with it or not. Um, but what was I about to say? Oh yeah, like I was saying, just speaking on the whole Faith Evans situation. I just ain't agree with it because it's like last time I checked, Stevie J is supposed to be. He did music with Puff Daddy. He did music with Biggie Small. They was all friends or whatever the case may be. Then you wait. Then you wait till Biggie passed away, and years later, you trying to hit at his girl. Excuse me, his girl. No matter how many other relationships Faith Evans has had, excuse me, have had after Biggie died, still you were seen as Biggie friend. You were seen as somebody who worked in that group, and y'all always cool. You are the godfather of his second child. How you wait all these years later and you sleeping with a woman that's still known as his wife? But then again, that's Stevie J. Look at his life on Love and Hip Hop. He was messing around with Eve, end up with Mimi. Mess around with Mimi, end up with Jocelyn. With Jocelyn, still messing around with Mimi. And who knows how many other women he was messing around with. Then it was Jocelyn and Faith Evans. Now who knows who he's with. I love these people for who they are as an artist, whether it's a singer, rapper, producer, manager. When it comes to the personal life, I just shake my head. Me personally, when it comes to Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever he called himself, I never was really a big fan of him. I mean, I like certain songs, certain music videos and stuff like that, but I wasn't never a really big Puff Daddy, P. Diddy fan. How I've seen Puff Daddy is another DJ Khaled, just like Suge Knight said, all in the videos. Um, yeah, like I said, I like certain songs, certain music videos, but when it comes to Puff Daddy, I wasn't the biggest fan. And it's kind of weird because he wasn't really seen as an artist. Since when did he start wanting to sing and rap? Because when Biggie was alive, you really wasn't seen as an artist. All right, see you later, and I thank you again, Yvette. Much love to you. Hope you have a good one. And I'll always be here whenever you want to chill, chat, and watch my videos. Um, but yeah, it's a lot of artists who like that. Like I just like certain songs, but it's just something about them I can't fully get into. um, just like DJ Khaled. I just really ain't understand him. I'm like, you're just somebody who use all these artists and you just talk. Do you rap? Do you sing? I don't hate much on DJ Khaled because to be honest, although I don't understand why you just sit there and talk majority of the songs that you put out be high. And you put the right artists together. And I'm like, with them, this should have been something that they put on one of their albums. I guess he know what he doing. But I'm about to get off here myself. I've been on here for 2 hours. I done talked, uh, said what I had to say about the whole CJ So Cool and royalty. I done gave some stories about myself. I done talked about some celebrity chat. I'll get back at y'all. Once again, big shout out to Yvette. Big shout out to Isabella. I appreciate y'all coming in chatting with me. Um, it's another woman. I can't think of her name, but she's in the other live. I guess she left because she felt like I was ignoring her. But big shout out to you as well. But yeah, I got some stuff I gotta do. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of content, talk some shit. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Every last one of my subscribers. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Cause y'all know I got a runny nose and I gotta get myself together. I gotta get my life together.